Well, and as it relates to names that could be taken out of context or appear, in an unfortunate way on a graphic, just be very careful when you articulate the last name of the quarterback for the Washington Huskies.
No doubt about that.
X.
Yep, that's a
All right.
That's a good one.
So,
go ahead.
So, draft today, week 2 matchups. Any games? Thursday, Sunday, Monday.
Nope.
Matchups you're watching.
No
games
trivia?
within the games. There's no trivia.
All right, fine. Okay.
Well, he crossed out the trivia. I guess we've been talking too much. Who led the NFL in rushing yards last week?
I mean, I wanted to do it because I felt like it was easy and I would get it right. And it's Christian McCaffrey, right?
Who?
Okay, good. Yes. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, that's easy. All right. He's getting the first pick anyway. Go ahead.
All right. I think the thing we kind of hit on this a little bit, but the thing I'm most excited to see, and I'm not trying to be a homer here, but is our Sunday night football game. Belichick versus Mike McDaniel. The Belichicks. And Gerard Mayo trying to figure out how to stop this Mike McDaniel offense. The chess match, the moves, what are you going to do? How do you stop all this weaponry, the creative play design? I mean, Mike, last week, the Dolphins offense, it went to another level in this department. The pre-snap movement, the shifts and motions, and how fast they happen. Okay, so it's like, hey, there's a tight end and a fullback over here with the receiver, and they shift to another formation, and then it's blue 45, blue, and all of a sudden somebody moves fast in motion, and they say set hunt, and they fake the ball to the running back, and 2 linemen pull this way, and there's another guy going this way, and then Tua comes out the other way. I mean, it's more moving parts and things to be scared of than I can ever remember, and it's fun to watch, and Belichick and company are going to have their hands full trying to figure it all out. I'm excited to see what they do.
Well, and again, Tua 4-0 all-time against the New England Patriots, and the Miami Dolphins looking pretty damn good this year. I'm going to go with a guy that we mentioned earlier as it relates to why Jawan Taylor was leaving so early, to keep Aidan Hutchinson off of his quarterback. When the Seahawks come to town after a rough Week 1 home loss to the Rams, they've got a banged-up offensive line. Charles Cross, Abe Lucas might not be able to play. They've brought Jason Peters out of kind of involuntary retirement, and he may be playing, who knows, sooner than later. Somebody's got to block Aidan Hutchinson in that loud Ford Field Dome where there's a run on blue ski masks. Before the game on Thursday night, C.J. Gardner-Johnson came running out with his blue, like Honolulu blue ski mask, because his idea is we're the villains and we're going to embrace that. And I saw it. It's like, that's wild. Well, he's trying to get everybody in the stands to have that on. It's going to be crazy in Detroit, and it's going to be loud, and somebody had better be able to block Aidan Hutchinson on that Seahawks offensive line, Chris.
No doubt. It's all of a sudden a big game for the Seahawks. Get dominated at home by the Rams, and all of a sudden you're going to go to Detroit, who's had a long week, and your 2 tackles are hurting. Man, it's scary. It's a quiet, big second week matchup there for them for sure. I think the next one I'm going to go to is the Jets O-line versus the Cowboys D-line. I mean, of course, this is one of the matchups we're going to be so excited to see this. I mean, it would have been Aaron Rodgers versus Mike McCarthy, new teams, all of that. It was going to be awesome. Instead, we don't get to see that. But for the sake of the Jets and Zach Wilson, and if they want to have any fighting chance, we know their defense can slow down the Cowboys' offense. But can they pass protect up front, and then can they continue to run the ball? One thing without Dallas, we saw teams run the ball on them last year. They got some big old linemen here. They should be able to what extent, I don't know. That's going to be the matchup I'm watching.
I hate to go to the same game when there's so many other great games out there this weekend, but I thought you were going to go Dak against the Jets defense, because look at what the Jets defense did to Josh Allen on Monday night. Dak didn't have to really do anything on Sunday night because the game was so easy for the Cowboys. Yep. What happens? Because we know there's so much talk about interceptions, and the Jets got 3 of them on Josh Allen. What will the Jets defense do to slow down the Cowboys offense, specifically Dak Prescott? That is a fascinating wrinkle to me. Chris, round 3. You're up.
I'm going to go to Monday Night Football in this one. I mean, big game for the Pittsburgh Steelers. We know that. Cleveland coming in after a great Week 1 performance. But specifically here, Jack Conklin, right tackle for Cleveland Browns. He gets hurt. He's out for the year. DeJuan Jones, Ohio State rookie, gigantic, 6'8", 360, him versus TJ Watt. right? My dad the other night, he kind of put me on. He goes, "Hey, Christopher, you got to go watch DeJuan Jones. You got to see what he did or whatever." So, of course, comes Tuesday, I'm watching film. I turn it on. Holy crap. Like, holy crap, he did a very good job, and he is a giant human, and I'm interested to see what kind of things TJ Watt can do to him.
And Deshaun Watson on a Monday night in Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Road game.
Right.
Steelers fans not going to be very forgiving, not going to be very welcoming in that defense. We know what they do.
You
to
should
quarterbacks
go.
Who tuck the ball.
You'll be flying in that day in Pittsburgh. You should just go right to the game.
Maybe I will. All right, last one for me. I was going to go Shanahan-McVay, but we'll have another chance to do that. We won't have another chance, or yes, we will, to do Anthony Richardson and C.J. Stroud, because they'll play twice this year as well. But two very young quarterbacks meeting in only their second NFL games. Let's see what they can do head-to-head. One of these teams is going to have to win unless they tie like they did last year. Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.